what are the best energy drinks out there? So this question comes up for people that really are, you're needing a quick pick-me-up. You know, you've been going throughout the day, you woke up early, you're a little exhausted, and you need something to kind of just give you a kick in the butt, just to kind of keep you going until you can make it either through your workout, to your workout, or just on all reality, just make it at the end of the day. So I'm going to kind of give you an idea of where I consider my personal favorites and really the rules of thumb that we go by here when it comes down to energy drinks. So right off the bat, one thing that I always look for when it comes down to an energy drink is not a lot of stimulant. Stimulants being caffeine or all the other funny ingredients you add in there. A couple things can happen when you're doing a lot of stimulants is because one, you can take some energy drinks like you see some of the most popular ones out there, leaving some brands off the label on this one, is some of the most popular brands out there. Take a look at the back. You're noticing some caffeine contents, 260, 280, 300. I've seen some well over 400 milligrams of caffeine. To put in context, that's a lot of coffee, guys. And what ends up happening is you're going to go and experience this massive energy surge. Next thing you know, about an hour and a half later, you crash. And man, you crash hard. It is kind of painful how you feel when you're crashing. And you'll start noticing that after about a couple of days, it doesn't really have the same effect on you anymore. The body's very quick to adapt. So look for something that has a very little amount of stimulant. Things that I recommend are things that have enough stimulant just to kind of wake you up, keep you going, and not let you experience that big crash. So my first one I typically recommend is, as crazy as it is and as lame as it is just a small cup of coffee. There is caffeine in it, so duh. But with that said, you also get a little bit antioxidant benefit of coffee. So that does help in that regard as well. At least in some small degree it's going to help. Kind of the lesser of the evils out there in the terms of energy drinks. But if you're really going to take a look at the ones that I usually a little more partial to, the first one I recommend is going to be Celsius. You go to any kind of gas station. I know QT has a lot of it. I think Sprouts in the local area has them as well. Go find Celsius. Comes in typically a smaller, skinnier can, and it packs in a little bit of caffeine, I believe about 80 milligrams, and a lot of other B vitamins as well. What you notice with that one is it'll be enough to wake you up, but not enough for you to all of a sudden just hit this wall and crash later like some of the other bigger brands will. And if you don't have access to coffee, you don't have access to Celsius, another one as silly as it is actually a 5-hour energy. It's got enough caffeine, like a small amount, more B vitamins, and does it last 5 hours? I really don't think it does. Personally, it doesn't to me, maybe 2. But at least it's enough to keep me awake, aware, allow me to keep going without experiencing massive crashes. The thing we try to avoid with you is becoming overstimulated in that one to where you feel like you're cracked out and then having a sudden crash. We also want the minimal amount of stimulus so it doesn't interfere, especially if you're drinking it late at night. It doesn't interfere with you going to bed, makes you stay up late, things of that nature. Those are the ones I recommend. So in order of things I would like you to do, that if you're having to do caffeine, you're looking for a quick pick-me-up, go for the lower stimulant options always first. I'm going to recommend coffee first, at least a small cup of coffee. It really doesn't take much if you have to do caffeine. The next one would be a Celsius. The final one would be a 5-hour energy. Look for those, and again, the goal is just to wake you up just enough to keep you going, but not enough to where all of a sudden you're dependent on it. You need all of a sudden to go to the bigger brands, get that same effect, and you're feeling those walls hitting about an hour afterwards. So guys, if you got any comments or questions or even recommendations, hey, put them in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to chime in. But as far as everyone else, you all take care, have amazing workouts, even better meals, and I look forward to chatting with all of you tomorrow.